some more people join.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah,
This is Dr. Brinda here. I have a
yeah,
question.
yeah,
Sir, while getting that CSV file from the Excel,
yeah,
can we have it from the Google form directly to the Excel sheet, and from there can we upload the contacts into the, for example, we give the students the Google form to
yeah.
enter their email address. From
Ah,
there, if it can be converted, that Excel can be converted to CSV, and that can be applied in contacts. Will that be correct, sir?
yeah, yes and no. The answer is yes and no. But
Okay.
the problem is
Yes.
the Google Contact has some defined columns. Okay, but
Okay, sir.
when you get information from students,
Uh-huh.
that structure will not be there. That CSV structure will not be correct with the standard Google Contact.csv structure.
Oh, okay, sir. So do we have a specific structure for that, like
Yeah, yeah. Google has a
some
specific
template,
structure. Then
separate
only it
template?
will pass. Yeah, then only it will
Okay.
pass.
How do we get that template, sir? Like,
Yeah, you can use
so,
the template that I sent you. That
oh,
is
it's
a
the same.
yeah, that
Okay.
is a template. You can also get it from some Google blog. Okay.
Okay. Okay,
Google,
sir. Okay.
Google users forum or blog, you can get the template. Otherwise, that's template
So,
that I sent you can be used.
can we share
Okay.
it in WhatsApp? Can we
Yeah,
share it in WhatsApp?
yeah, I have shared that link. I'll share it once again.
Okay,
Yeah,
sir.
you
Yeah.
share in
Yeah.
Google this thing. I mean, sorry, this thing. Google this only you have shared.
Yeah,
But better you share in the other one, WhatsApp, so that
okay.
everyone
I'll
will be
share.
able to see.
I'll share. I'll share in WhatsApp also.
Please in
Okay,
the
fine.
WhatsApp group. Yeah.
That's okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay. So next plan is we'll go to the Google Forms and discuss some more capabilities of Google Forms to conduct examinations. So I hope most of you have enough expertise in taking quiz or taking lighter level of feedback form from by using Google Forms. So we'll put something forward, something more on Google Form, how to create a sample exam and how to create a kind of different section based exams, criteria based exams, etc. So I hope we can start now.
Yes, sir. We can start.
Yeah,
We can
yeah.
start. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So let us open Google Forms. Click on forms.google.com. So that is the URL of Google Forms. So that will take you right away to the page like this page, Google Form page. Okay, there are many different templates, so you can have a blank template. If you need to put some kind of header text, header image, if you need to do that, you have to click on some template other than the blank template. Okay, blank template doesn't have a image on the top. Okay, that is a key point. So if you wish to create some header image, you just click on any other template. All the template containing same kind of ecosystem and information. You can change and tweak any template. But if you go for a blank template, it will be looking like a simple, straightforward one, like this. Okay, here most of the thing. You can put a title, a new exam. We always try to put exam, right? So new exam. So you can give some description. Also, you can add a question. Okay, add a multiple choice question. Okay. Solution of x square. The main problem is here only the text will work. I will tell how to put a math type questions here. Okay. A small question, solution of x square minus 5x plus 6. So we can write the option as 2 comma 3 minus 2 minus 3 0 2 none of this. This is a question. It's a multiple choice question. Actually, what usually people do is you share this kind of form to students, and they will answer answer the queries and get back to you. Based on the Google form, you will evaluate. So you can right away make an evaluation form. So you can click on make an answer key also. Okay. Okay, you can make an answer key straight away with this Google form. Okay, so always make the questions required. Okay, then if you want to put answer keys, say another request, answer here. Put answer keys. You can right away put the answer key with this Google form itself. Also, there are some more kind of tweaking. Okay, you know how to put answer key. Otherwise, we'll discuss. Before that, let us discuss about how to make use of the answer to arrive at some other section. So, if you answer the first question only, you can go to the second question. You can say like this. If you say right answer, then only go to submit form. Otherwise, it will be not you'll not able to submit the form. Okay, so continue for to next section, or you can submit or continue to section 1. Go to section 1. Go to section 1. Go to section 1. Okay, like this way you can make any tweaking of this kind of properties. So that is a option for making. Also, control set undo will work here. Okay, undo will work here. So I just put continue to next section. If you answer any of this option, you can continue to next section. Okay. So if you need to make this as a quiz, go to settings. Okay. Click on quizzes. Make this as a quiz. Okay. If you need to make this as a quiz or online exam, click on this property. So go to settings. There are two options: general, presentation, quizzes. So in the last tab, you can go to quizzes. Make this as a quiz. There are two options. You can release mark immediately after each submission or later after manual review. Okay. So whenever you click answer, then only you'll be able to see the answer. Also, there are some more options like respondent can see missed questions, correct answer, point values, etc. So click on save. Okay. If you do that, one more option will be there like answer key. So you can click on answer key. So the right answer you can mark here. So this is the right answer. For the right answer, I can give 0.1. Fine. I'll do once again the same thing. So I add a question, solution of x square minus 5x plus 6. So I put as 2 comma 3, 3 comma 4, 4 comma 5, 5 comma 6. Then I made this as a quiz. Okay, I go to this quiz and made this as a quiz. Then I can click on this answer key. After clicking on this answer key, I have to show which is the correct answer. Okay, this is the correct answer. So how many points you can give for the correct answer? 1 point. So click on done. Okay. So maybe you can add one more question. Capital of India. Delhi, Mumbai, UP, Tamil Nadu. So 4 options are there. I click on this answer key, click on Delhi, mark done. Okay. Once you finish this, you can see your form, whether your form is working correctly. You can click on this link preview. Yes. Here, see, I forget to enter the points here, so 0 points. So I have to go back and enter answer key. Click on the answer key. I have to give 1 point. Okay. So total 2 points. So total points are 2. Okay. Once you finish this, you can send this to participant by clicking on send. So you can either collect emails. Okay. So click on the link. You can maybe shorten this URL and copy this URL and send it to any participant. Okay. Now some of you can answer the questions. So straight away I will release the score. Okay. So some of you can answer the question. I have given that in the text box. Okay, waiting for some response. Some of you can answer this. Some of you make error also. Okay, then only you can find the change. Okay, 1 response. Okay, 3 response. Okay, everyone make the correct answer. Some of you make error also, then only we'll get the change. Okay, suppose that we have finished the examination. Yeah, there are a couple of ways to start the exams. Either we can share the link in the correct time, or we can click on, see here, accepting responses. See, now if I click this as off mode, you cannot submit your answer. Okay, even if you try, you cannot submit the answer. The form will not, the message will be there. The form is no longer accepting response. You can customize this. Sorry, try after some time. So you'll get the information, a reply like this. So one thing is you can once you make the form ready, you click on this response tab. There are 2 tabs. One is questions tab, second is response tab. Go to the response tab and make this as off. Make this as off mode so that nobody can respond this question. Nobody can view the question also. Okay. If you try to view this question, see, the result will be like this. Sorry, try after some time. Okay. So one way is like this way. Second is, again, I showed you there are some add-ons you can use. Here also you can use some add-ons. Click on this add-ons. Okay. So on add-ons, you can insert form scheduler. Okay. Yeah, so you can click on form scheduler.
Sir, your screen is not visible.
Yes, please, one sec. Okay, I'll go back to the old page. Okay, so once you create a form.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, please.
Sir, suppose 10 MCQ has been given in Google Form to the students.
Yeah.
But I would like to stop him to go back to the previous one question. Suppose student has been given the answer of the first one question. Now he jumped to the second one question.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes student, what they are doing, they want to edit the question answer of the previous one question. Then, so it can be possible in Google Form. How we can stop him?
Yeah, we can sectionize.
Actually, sir, section option also has been used, but even section, he can come back to the previous one question.
Okay. Yeah, that is not possible.
Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, that is not possible in Google Forms. So you can always go to previous and forward sections. So there are some limitations. Yeah, still I agree that there are some limitations in Google Form to conduct this kind of exams. Second thing is you can give multiple Google Forms. Okay, multiple Google Forms, and click on submit only one response. Okay.
Umesh sir, can you please see the in-call messages? I think 3 in-call messages are there which are very pertinent. Gednan, Kumba, and Deepa Mehra.
Yeah,
and
first one I answered actually. The time, end time and start time and end time. I'm trying to answer the question. So first of all, let me answer that. So click on add-ons. I think you can see the screen. So click on add-ons. In add-ons, you can insert start stop form limit, response limit from start to stop. So you can click on this add-on again. Okay, so start stop, some add-ons are there. So click on this thing and install this add-on. Okay, once you install this add-on, you can set the timings. Okay, it is done. So go back to this particular add-ons. So you can see the add-on here. Okay, control accepting responses. Okay, so setting info. So working. So start date. So today we can start 5th hour, say 7 a.m. or 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Okay, maximum number of submissions. After maybe 100 submission, say we are conducting a workshop. After 100 submission, it will auto stop. Okay. Countdown timer also we can put depending on this. You can add custom messages, etc. Okay. Stop time and date. Okay, stop time. We can say the same date. By 8 o'clock we can stop. So this way we can customize. Okay, fine. Does it answer your question? Madam?
Yes, I think she has responded, sir, in the text itself.
Okay.
I think she's having some problem with the sound.
Okay, fine.
Deepa Mehra's question, sir. Time period.
Yeah, time period. This I think we answered that, right? Time period.
Then is it possible to know the mail ID of a person who submitted by the student?
Definitely. We can either make settings, collect emails. Okay, collect emails, we can tick this particular tab and get the email ID, or we can add a question itself. Okay, we can add a question, enter your email. Enter your email.
So please say the timings once more, sir.
Okay, time. So, okay, after enter email, you can just say this should be a short answer, or you can say this is a email. Okay, or you can response validate. You can click on response validation. You can say this is a text contains email. Then it will verify whether it is an email address. Otherwise, student cannot enter the email ID. Okay. So this is another thing. You can also do the same thing. Say, suppose that you are given a question like enter your phone number. So student should enter a phone number itself. So enter phone number. So you can say that this is a number which is greater than whole number, or you can say this is a text contains phone number, or text contains length. You can say a character 10 length. Okay, so you can also response validate people whether they are entering email or not. So going back to the control accepting response, first of all, let us install that. So to install, click on this 3 dot more. Okay, click on add-ons. Click on add-ons. So from there, you can say form limit, form limiter. Okay, click on form limiter. So enter the, otherwise you can write form start and end. Start, form limit, response limit, form start stop. So these three are having the same functionality. Actually, these apps are developed by persons who are extensively using this kind of Google applications. Okay, so you can search or find which one is best for you. Sometimes if one app doesn't work, go for the next one. So this is this is not actually a product by Google. This is developed by different persons. You can see the name AJ Ardons. Okay, so a particular group of person who have made this particular thing. Okay, so once you install this, you can see this add-ons in the leftmost. I mean, after send, fourth left of this send button. Okay, so controlling, click on control accepting response. So it will pop up some window like this way. I think I have to reinstall that. I have to reinstall that because I opened this and suddenly stop this. Okay. Okay. Once I do that, just I refresh this window, then go to this control accepting response. Then first of all, you need to set this. Okay, settings. Okay, settings. Click on settings. It will open as a panel. Okay. From here, you can set the date and timings. Also, you can set number of response. Say after 500 response, it automatically stops. Or after 150 response, it automatically stops. You need not sit and find whether you have enough response. So after that, you can stop. Okay. Okay. The name of the add-on I used is about, see, this one. Click on this particular link, add-ons. To get that, you just type
Control accepting responses, sir.
form limit. The first thing, form limit. So how to search that? Form limit. Yeah, control accepting responses. There are many. Okay. So just to type start, then it automatically comes as a first thing. Okay, then.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I have a request.
Yeah.
Sir, can you please share the recording of today?
Yeah, recording the organizers will share. Okay. Abhi sir.
Yeah, a recording will be shared, ma'am. Don't worry about it. In the WhatsApp, it will be shared. And also we'll be sharing it in the, we'll be putting it in the YouTube. We are supposed to put it in the YouTube.
Sir, actually, I'm asking for today recording because tomorrow I will be prepared by today content because due to work I missed some of the content.
You have not attended the class?
No, sir. Actually, I had attended, but my phone got switched off. So due to that,
Okay.
yes,
No,
15 to 20 minutes.
we'll share. Don't worry. We'll share.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you.
To answer Gautam sir, it is not possible to validate by OTP, but you can make a password to enter or do a Google form. Okay, I will show that how to enter a password, how to set a password in Google form. That's a simple trick. Okay. Regarding OTP service, we need to purchase. So every time that is there, but there are some add-ons. All add-ons are not free. Some add-ons we need to purchase. If you purchase some add-ons, the OTP validation will be there in the add-on itself. But based on the price and the number of OTP that we able to send will be limited. Okay. To answer Ganjan sir, yes, you can put your college name and details as a banner. I'll show that also. Okay. To do that, you have to click on template options, customize this theme. So second right icon, you can see this, right? Customize this theme. So when you click customize this theme, you can see you can choose a header file. Okay, you can choose a header file also. Suppose we have a header file. Say I'll just put a header file from our FTP content. Okay, I'll do one thing. To put a header file, I'll just crop our information details itself. Okay. Yes, before that, let me discuss that also, how to put a password. Okay. To put a password, there's a simple trick. You can add a question. Okay. Add a question and keep that as a first question. Okay. Keep that as a first question and create a section. Okay. Create a section after that. So the first question is enter password. Okay. So in the answer section, you can say response validation. You can click on response validation. You can use a number equal to, say, create a number 1, 2, 3 or 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Okay. Otherwise, you show wrong password. To make this change, now let us view this particular quiz. Okay, particular quiz. Now, if you are able to view this particular quiz, I'll send the link right away. Okay. So, are you able to see this? Okay, when you enter the right password, then only you can move to next session. Otherwise, it will show wrong password. I forget the password. What was the password we put? I also forget. Yes, the password is this thing. Otherwise, you cannot enter to the exam. Okay. Yeah. If you put that password only, you can go to next session and complete the examination. Suppose you are creating an exam and you are very targeted. You have very targeted group of students. That students only can write the exam. If you fix that student only can write the exam. And once you share the spreadsheet, you can give them a password via email or via your personal WhatsApp group. Then even if you post that particular link in a website itself, nobody can answer unless and until they know the password. They know this password. Okay. So this is one more application of this kind of Google form that I usually use and practice. And sectioning is an important task. I think most of you know this sectioning. Sectioning is nothing but I can remove the section. First of all, let me delete the section. Okay, I delete the section. So this is I completely deleted that. Merge with above. Okay. So this is a form with some questions. So suppose that we have to see each and every questions differently in a different page. So in that sense, you can click on add a section. Okay, click on add a section. So here you can write question 2. Okay, question 2 or next question. Okay, so this question comes like this. This is the first question. Let me put a section here also. First question. Okay. Just type question. Okay. So when you put like this, what happened is you can even click on this settings and click on presentation, shuffle the question order. You can click on shuffle the question order, and also you can click on progress part. So if you save this, what happened is if you see this particular form, different person will get different kind of visualization. Okay, different kind of views. For example, now you just check the form. Now you just check the form. So your answers will be shuffled. Okay, this is a kind of or more standardization that you can bring into Google Form. There are many such tips and tricks. I think once you use this kind of tips and tricks, you can get more familiar with the Google Form. And based on your requirement, there are many add-ons also. You can create add-ons. So based on your requirement, you can tweak or change the Google Forms accordingly. Another important task is how to give an important equation, or how to give a math question paper. So for that, instead of question, you just click in the picture here. Okay, you just click the picture here, and once you create a question like from Word, and take a picture of that. Okay, take a picture of that. Okay, then that will show you. If you insert that, make sure that you have options also. Okay, this is a trip. Okay, you make sure that you have options also printed below the question. So A, B, C, D. Okay, now the students can directly, or he or she can view the question paper as if the questions from maybe a PSU, a public service examination. Okay, so this will more of a more standard. Yeah,
Umesh sir, please see the test messages. Some pertinent questions are there.
Okay, so the question, the college banner that I will address. The second question is, yes, we can create certificate from Google Form. We'll also show that, but I don't know whether the time permits or not. We'll try to do that also. Anyway, okay, certificates, creating certificate out of Google Form. We'll try to. So suppose we have an image like this. So yeah, this is clear, right? How to put a math equation in a Google Form. So first of all, we had to make a equation in some Google Doc or somewhere. So then you take image of that basing snipping tool. Snipping tools are there. So based on snipping tools, you can take a shot of this particular question. So along with the options. So after that, you just need to give option A, B, C. So then also you can give the answer key also. Fine. You can also conduct descriptive and question kind of question also. Also, you can maybe file upload options are there. Okay, you can upload a file even after completing your examination. Students can scan and upload file. So that is there. And next question, how to insert your branding. Okay, for that you can click on customize themes. Click on customize theme, and now click on choose an image, header image. Click on choose and header image. Now you can upload. I just put a small thing. So based on your requirement, you can put that. I just put a small branding. Okay, so once you do that, then click on make sure your area is correct. Click on OK, crop this and click on OK. So this will come to your web page on the top. Does it answer your question, Gajan sir? Okay, okay, fine. Then Hina ma'am, you can create certificate by using Google Form. Certify M is the add-on that we'll try after some time. Okay, shuffling the roll number is there. We cannot depend completely on this. There is another quizzes. So this is one of the platform where you can create questions and quiz very interactively. This is one of the very important thing. This is having definite good ground of features. You can try this also apart from Google. Okay. Yeah, alpha, beta symbols you can include by using math editor, math add-ons. Okay, here click on add-ons, add-ons, click on add-ons. In search apps, math in forms. Math equations. So here there are some equation editing capacities that you can add to forms, but as my experience, the better thing is if you have question like all thing, you can create the questions in LaTeX or something, then you take a snipping, save that as an image and import that. That will be very good. Otherwise what happens, this will sometimes won't work. This alignment, everything is having some problem. So one more add-ons I will introduce to you is this thing. So let us have a question here. Okay, let us have a question here. In this question, first of all, let us go to insert edit math. Okay, by using this you can create math equations. Alpha, beta, 0. Okay. So if you actually this is created as an image, so better way to do is this thing. So this is actually creating as an image. Now if you paste somewhere here, it looks like a LaTeX. Some problem is there, alignment problem, etc. will be there. So better you go for this kind of math formalisms. Okay, so that is the answer, alpha, beta, gamma. Okay, and then mobile number. To validate mobile number, either we can give like number greater than. Okay, mobile number greater than some values you can give. Otherwise we cannot validate mobile number by using whether it is the right mobile number the right person having is only by using OTP. We cannot do that. Password enabled tab, I think I removed that. This is a password enabled tab. We cannot directly type math equations to Google form, having a problem in that. Can you repeat the step? Which step can we validate email ID? Email ID we can validate definitely. So to validate email ID, we just need to click on the settings and tick collect emails. Then once you sign in only, you can we can start the Google form. Validate email ID is very easy. Validating phone number makes difficult because validating phone number requires that particular OTP or something that to be sent to a person. Then if the person enters the same OTP, then only we can validate that person is having the correct mobile number. Validating email is very easy because if you sign in with that email only, the form will be proceeded. So that is an easy task. Okay.
Sir, certificate.
Certificate, if I do certificate, we don't get time to discuss classroom.
Okay, better go to classroom then.
So if time permits, we'll come back to Google Forms and discuss certificate. Okay.
So please discuss certificates also. It's
Yeah,
very important.
yeah, definitely. We'll try to do that. For certificate, first of all, we need to get a forms. Okay. We need to get a. First of all, let me discuss Google. Two more services. One is Google Keep and Google Jamboard. Okay. So Google Keep is one important thing. You can also get the Google Keep link by taking the Google Apps window. Okay, just go to keep.google.com or click on the 9 button tab and select Google Keep. Okay, then this is the Google Keep. Okay, so you can, this is the simplest kind of things. This will work like a sticky note. So you can add notes, reminders. Okay, and you can archive reminders. This is very powerful because you can set as a reminder. Okay, do the assignment. Okay, set as a reminder. Also, you can add collaborator. Okay, if one task is shared with some other person, you can add image. Okay, etc., etc., etc. So suppose that we set assignment for tomorrow. Okay, close this thing. So see, do assignment. Okay, you can say powerful colors. So do assignments. So this is very nice kind of thing. If you go to Gmail, see here in Gmail, see the keep link is here. Okay, keep link is here. Okay, once you click keep, see here also you can see when you open Gmail, you can also see the keep link here. So once you click the keep link, there also you can see do the assignment. Okay, so this comes with you like Vodafone dog. Okay, also if you are using mobile, install keep as an app, Play Store app. Go to Play Store and install this keep notes. So this will effectively manage your schedules and tasks. Okay, fine. So this is an important thing. Next thing is, I just go through this because we have to discuss certificate and Google Classroom. So this is a kind of thing you can explore. Next is next important thing is Jamboard. But before you use Jamboard, I suggest all of you to purchase a board like this. Okay, can you hear this? Can you see this? This is a digital board. Okay. So,
Sir, Umesh sir, can you show that, because there are some of the participants were asking that's a digitizer that I told.
See this, I'm showing. You can see my view.
Maybe can you make it a yeah.
Stop sharing.
Can you show stop the presentation and maybe after the presentation you can show it, because most of the people are asking.
Now itself we can show that because we are using this to write the Jamboard. Okay, so this is a digital board. Okay, you will be getting a pen also with this set. Actually, this is a electromagnetic device. This is not a touch like kind of device. So you can closely watch this. This is made by Wacom. Okay, Wacom, a company. This this cost around 7,000 rupees. So to understand the size of this thing, I put a standard pen on this. This is size of this particular thing. Okay. So using this, you can right away write as you write it in a classroom board. For this, you can use Jamboard. Jamboard is one important tool from Google. You can make use of Jamboard to write this your notations or your mathematical scripts. Okay. So once you connect this thing, now you can open your Jamboard. Okay. open a Jamboard. So go to Google, again click on the 9 button. Okay.
Sir, your screen.
Yeah,
Sir, your
I'll
screen
open the
comes.
screen. First of all, let me open the Jamboard. So now I'll share my screen, share Jamboard. So this is Jamboard. Again, you can just type jamboard.google.com. So now when you can open a new tab, okay, open a new tab. Now you can write like a king. Okay, this is a bit more big size pen. Here I can write integral a to b f of x equal to integral a to b x square minus 2x plus 1. Okay, dx. So this is what I do with Jamboard and this digital writing software. So I can write or draw anything. See, I can write and draw anything like a freehand. So this will be very useful for you. While you are using Jamboard, you can share this particular element to some people with a shared group, or you can use this particular Jamboard visualization, share this Jamboard visualization to a particular Google Meet window. Okay, this is very important thing. Okay, so using Jamboard doesn't suffice the problem, but you have to buy some kind of any brand. I have brought a particular device from Wacom. I will share the link of this particular board. Okay. It's a pen tablet thing. So again, I am not a it's for 6.5K. Okay, this is the thing. You can also try to buy some other brand which is more less costly than this, but make sure that if you are in teaching profession, you buy a good quality one. Wacom seems to be a standard kind of particular digital board. Actually, this makes my life easy. Otherwise, being a math teacher, I cannot able to write this like in classroom. I may not able to communicate with students. How long I discuss with slides. So you can interactively, like in classrooms, you'll be getting a flow like a classroom while you write in Jamboard. Apart from Jamboard, you can also use OpenBoard from OpenBoard. So another application. Okay, this is another application. You can also use OpenBoard. This is an application you can install and run like PowerPoint. Yeah, you can also get XP Pen in 3.5K. Yeah, there are many kind of thing. This is an external device. This is an external device. Okay. So this is all about Jamboard and how to write like you are in a classroom. Okay?
Excuse me, sir. How can we connect our digital board to Jamboard?
Actually, we need not to connect anything. We just plug and play. This is a plug and play device. Just connect a USB device. This is a USB device. Connect it to your computer. Likewise, your mouse works for your all Google apps. Your pen works for Jamboard.
Then where it would be visible, suppose if I write something on the digital board, where it would be visible to the students on the Jamboard?
Yeah, through Jamboard or any writing medium only you can use the digital pen. Either you need to open a Paint, or you can open a Jamboard, or you can open a OpenBoard, or you can use Microsoft OneNote. Any such application, using any such application, you can work with this pen tool. Otherwise, this pen tool won't work. Okay, there is no idea. I think if you are using a Gmail and this pen, this will work like a mouse. So whenever you have a software system which will utilize drawing capacities, then only it will work like a pen. Yeah, you
Sir,
can
can
use.
we use that as a digital board, institutional digital board? Will it match for the institutional digital board?
That much freedom it won't give. That is a different kind of thing.
Okay.
Digital board,
Okay.
we are writing on the board itself, and we are using that. We have in our college. We have
Okay.
Samsung Flip.
Yeah.
That's a kind of
Yes.
thing that is a real-time experience. So
Yes, sir.
it costs
we
around.
cannot write in this, and it cannot go
Yeah,
on that. No, sir. That cannot be linked.
it costs around 1 lakh rupees, but we cannot
Yeah,
accommodate that in our home, right?
No,
To
sir.
man-
Can we write? No, sir. That's a big board on the wall. So instead of
Yeah.
going and writing there, can we write in this digitizer so that it gets viewed over like the
yeah,
same thing
we
which
can,
we do in the system?
yeah, we can use that also. We can use Samsung Flip or any device, so that while writing on this device, you can see that thing on the digital board.
bigger
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah, we can compare that. You can save it also.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, you can save this particular Jamboard screens, and you can export this Jamboard screen. Okay, everything can be. Pardon? Okay, that is not for me. Okay, it seems. Okay, fine. So that answers the question, right? Anyway, we'll move to. We will have a quick overview on Google Classroom. Then we will suddenly get back to Google Forms and certificate making environment. Okay, so for that, let us take Google Classroom. So again, taking Google Classroom, you can go to the Google space and click on the particular link, or directly go to classrooms.google.com. So it will give you a window like this. Okay, so this is a Google Classroom. I have created a classroom, so let me delete that first.
Jayendilal sir, why did you raise a hand? Any problem? Jayendilal Magasana, any problem? Okay, sir.
Okay. So first of all, let me delete the classroom that I already have. Wait 1 second. Okay, I think it's partially deleted. Okay, fine. So to open a classroom, click on the plus link, create or join a class. So click on that. So create a class, join. So students can join class by using the same link. Teachers can create class by using the same link, classroom.google.com. So we just create a class now. So create a class, click on create a class. So we have to agree some conditions, terms and condition. As usual, we skip this. So first of all, we have to give the name of the class, FTP. Section 1, subject Google Tools, room 1. We just create a class. Actually, the class consisting of the collection of different environments like Google Forms, etc. So you have to make or keep note of this class code. You can send this class code to students so that they can join class code by using the link that we seen last time. Okay, okay, you can invite students. Otherwise, you can add students directly. Okay, okay. So this is a class, Google Classroom. Now you can write. First of all, let us announce. Let us. This is the start. Start class by 2 p.m. This class start class by 2 p.m. tomorrow. So I made an announcement. Okay, I made an announcement. So this is an announcement. Okay, students can reply. Okay. Now this is a first page of a particular classroom. So you can select a theme. You can select different themes. Okay, select different themes, or you can customize this template. You can upload a photo instead of, if you don't wish to have or see this particular thing, you can upload your own photo. Fine, your own photo. Okay, this doesn't match. You have to. This should be 800 pixel wide and 200 pixel tall. Okay, so anyway, so you can customize thing. Now you can go to classwork. Okay, so classwork consisting of main 5 types of thing. One is assignment, second is quiz, third is a question, fourth is a material, and then is a reuse post. Reuse post means if you are iteratively doing something. For example, if you are asking students to respond or give attendance, so you can reuse that. Okay, or make sure you submit the assignment by this 3 p.m. You can, so that you can reuse a post. Okay, first of all, let us see the assignment. The assignment consisting of a title. You can give a title. Assignment 1. Instructions, please complete. Okay, you can add some files if you wish to add, or link, or YouTube link. Okay, then you create. So how many points are there? What is the due date of this assignment? It is 8th. Okay. Also, you can write the rubric. Rubric means the distribution of points. Okay, create a rubric. You can distribute the points. Okay, criteria on neatness. Criteria description. How many points? Okay. So like this way, you can control a different rubric. You can explore the rubric. I am discarding this. I am not putting any rubric. So now after that, I can assign. I can assign to everyone, or I can assign to selected people. But now I haven't created a group. I can select to. I can assign to everyone. So this is assignment. I submitted an assignment. So assignment due date is here. So students can view this assignment. Okay. Now student can. All of you can view this particular classroom by by visiting this link. So go to Google Classroom. Yeah, we can create a Google Classroom created by going to the Drive. Okay, I'll show that. So this is the link of Classroom. Okay, by visiting this link, you can see my classroom. Okay, by visiting this link, you can see the classroom. Okay, so you have to join class. Fine. If you join, you can join class, or I can add you to the class. So you can add teachers, different teachers to a classroom, and different students to a classroom by the People tab. Again, go to classwork. You can also create quiz. Okay, once you click on create quiz, it will give you a title, quiz 1, and instructions. You can give some instructions. Immediately a blank quiz form will be created for you. Okay, you can click on blank quiz form, and you can fill the quiz, complete the quiz. automatically it will show the quiz as a attachment or thing. Here also, in the earlier section, somebody asked how to set the due time, due date. Here also you can set the due date. Okay, you can due date. Okay, due date and time can be set in the quiz. If you assign via Google Classroom. Okay, I didn't put any. I just give a blank quiz, enter name. Okay, blank quiz 01. I just type this particular thing. Then I go back to this particular. Then assign. Click on assign. When you assign that, see, these two things has been created. Now you can create an open question. Okay. Open question. Okay. And we have an exam tomorrow. Okay, this is an open question. Okay, this open question can be, you can ask this question by clicking on ask. Okay, student can reply each other and student can edit answer. Okay, there are two options. Okay, so if you ask this, click on ask. Okay. So we have created 3 material. Okay, so I have these many students who have joined my classroom. Okay, so all of you can see the class materials. So Google Classroom consisting of many options. You can explore the Google Classroom facilities. Okay, different. I think people have joined the classroom. There are different options to view and see the classroom. Okay, so now there is an option for mark. Okay, so each and every question, each and every quiz, we can assign the answer. Say I can put marks. Okay, 20. Okay, 40. Okay, I can give marks to different examination, and I can return. Okay, I can return so that student can view the answer script. I mean, view your mark. Okay, this all can be done in a faster way. Okay, this all can be done in a faster way. Also, you can add more teachers. Suppose for your particular discipline, there are 5 teachers. You are a tutor of a classroom, so there are 5 teachers. You can add all the 5 teachers, and you can explore this. You can add more facility to this particular Google Classroom thing. Okay. Once you archived, your all classroom things will be viewed here. Okay, you can see the all classroom things can be viewed here. Here, either you can remove. Some of you asked how to remove this. Okay, how to remove this. Okay, you can remove by using this link, particular link. Okay, right click on this and remove. So you completely removed your classroom. Now, once you archive, you can see a particular link. Move to one. If you archive, you can move back to the classroom. I didn't archive that. If I archive, this can be moved back to the classroom. So for that, you have to go to Google Drive. You have to go to Google Drive. Then you have to open the classroom option, so you can see the classroom files, Google Classroom files. Okay, does it answer your question? Deb Kumar sir, you can delete the Google site.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's it.
Sir, I have one more question, sir.
Please.
Sir, can we get a classroom attendance sheet, Excel sheet?
Yeah, you can create. You can make an attendance by using either Google form. Okay, you can
Okay.
create a Google form for attendance, and a nice way to represent your attendance is I can show that in Excel sheet. You can create an Excel sheet, or I mean Google sheet. Okay,
Okay.
you can
Okay, sir.
have a Google sheet, and in the Google sheet itself, you can go to template gallery. Okay, in the
Okay.
template gallery, you can go downward. Downward, you can see education, and there is an attendance. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Correct.
click on the attendance. So this is a nice template to record your attendance. Okay, you just need to
Yes.
put student's name here. So this will give you the attendance. Here
Thank you,
also some more facilities are there, like you can mark late students, excused absence, unexcused absence. All this can be marked. So
Okay, thank you.
once you mark all this, you can see you can also compute this attendance as add a Excel sheet column and count the numbers, etc. So that is possible.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, fine.
So this Excel sheet should we create for a choice, or do you have any template for this?
If you create Excel sheet, actually while creating a Google form response, it automatically creates an Excel sheet. Okay.
Oh, okay. This you're saying Google form you have to create this, is it?
Yeah. Also, in the Google form, once you create the Excel sheet, you can make the template as this, convert this as a template.
No, sir, because so many number of days are there, no, sir. So in Google form, how many days will you do that? Every day you will change. No, only once.
Only you can say students to enter the date.
Oh, date alone. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now.
Sir, some more messages are there, sir. Please,
yeah, I have read that.
Yes.
Take back archived class. I have entered into Google ask a class code. Okay, once you enter the Google class, they ask Google class code. That's why I shared you the code. Otherwise, you can right away go to the particular permanent link. That link can be used for visiting the class. Okay, there are two options. You can right away go to the permanent link that I shared. There is a link, permanent link like this I have shared. Otherwise, you have to go to classroom.google.com. Then actually this is the last few letters are the code. You have to enter this code.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, please.
So please repeat the attendance regarding attendance, that we will share the Google form with the students.
Yeah, we can just create a Google form. Enter your name, for example.
Okay.
Enter your name. Your date. Enter date. Enter date. Maybe you can also enter the section also. Okay. Then you can schedule this form as we scheduled. Okay. You can schedule this form. Fine. So once you schedule this, what happens? A student can enter the name and date. It is like signing, right? If that student sign in and enter and submit this particular form only, you will be getting a Google form. Okay, you will be getting a response form. Okay, in the response, if you click on the create spreadsheet link, you can click on create spreadsheet. So first of all, when you create spreadsheet, the spreadsheet would look like this way. I think it is not refreshing, maybe. Okay, a spreadsheet will be having this kind of information. So this information you can tweak in your method to convert this into attendance. So that we have to do. Okay.
Sir, I'm asking about that template. How we will use this Google
form? That template.
I want
Once you get
template.
this attendance, Actually, this is only to manage the attendance. Okay, once you get the attendance by using this form, you can
Yes.
enter this attendance. For example, I can enter P, present for P. All all have present. I can write P. This person present. This person present. I can enter P for present and L for late. Okay.
So this is manually created by seeing that spreadsheet, which is created by Google Form.
Actually, that these two are different. Once you create this Google Form spreadsheet, you have to get the attendance collection, and you have to fill this form manually. Otherwise, you can write a macro. If you are, if you are very sound in Excel, you can write a code to convert this particular thing into this code. Okay. Actually, this is Google spreadsheet, and the first one is actually the response page of our Google form. Okay, to connect with these two, you have to have some kind of connection link. You have to write by your own. Does it answer you?
Yes, sir, you answered, but it is not clear how we can, because I want attendance date-wise in at the end in my class. So how can I convert if I get attendance in the spreadsheet? I want to know about that.
Okay, I'll do one thing. I will circulate this particular page. Okay, so some of you can respond. Somebody has lifted hands. I think Jayantilal sir, Rajasri ma'am. Okay, once you have a response, see, this is the response page, right? I'll share it.
Sir, can I ask you something, sir?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, actually, the Google Sheet, the normal Google Sheet, can we that link the Google Sheet with the Google Calendar, so that we don't need to write the date and time regular basis, or if we can we share the sheet data, or we can link the Google Sheet with the Google Calendar. Is
Yeah,
there
definitely we can. But if you link a Google Sheet, we can schedule this Google Sheet. That's what I am telling.
okay, sir.
We can schedule this Google Sheet by using add-ons, so that we need not send every day. Okay, a student can answer the link only at that particular time. Maybe after the class, maybe 15 minutes after the class only, they can enter the details. So once you get this option, okay, once you get this option, something has happened. Once you get this option, response will be like this. Okay, your response will be like this. So you can sort your name and find the, date is, the attendance is ready, right? You're not happy with this? Okay. Are you happy with this? attendance or not?
Yes, sir. But I have also submitted my attendance, but I can't see my name.
Okay, that is a problem. Or I didn't put that as a mandatory column. That's it. Okay. I didn't put this as a mandatory. I can click this at required. Then only. Then if you put something here, then only I will get the response. Okay. Even I can make this as a drop box. Okay. Drop down box. You can paste all student list. Oh, that's a nice option. You know, you can see here. You can just paste the data from Google Sheet to fill the option. Okay. If you need to fill all this option, you can just copy and paste. See? Now you look at the form so that the corresponding student can enter their data only. Okay. Okay, fine. So what we have to do next?
I think only certificate is remaining, right?
Okay, certificate is remaining. I will quickly go to the certificates, okay, to complete the requirement. So to get the certificate, first of all, we need to, okay, yeah, I accidentally didn't copy your name. That's why your name is not in the list. Actually, that is not the attendance, the formal attendance form. Okay, this was just created based on. Is there any way to find extended particular person was online for 1 hour normal class? Okay, you can use extension for. Okay, don't worry about your name is not there. Don't worry about your name is not there. This is just a practical. I mean, form. I just give for practice. Okay, maybe.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Now I am having attendance of all the students, and
Okay.
at the after 15 days, I want to compile this attendance. So,
Okay.
what template you show
Yeah.
us at the starting? Yes, I want attendance in that particular template. So, how
Okay.
it would be possible?
That
How I
template,
will do that?
yeah, you can get the template by going to say you can go to the App Store. That is the 3 button.
The screen is not visible.
Okay, I'll share the screen. I'll share the screen. Okay. Okay, click on here. Okay, then you go to Sheets. Okay, then you go to Sheets. Then go to Template Gallery. Template Gallery. Click on Template Gallery. I'll do again. Go to Sheets and click on Template Gallery. Then go to bottom. You can find Education. Here there are 3 things: Gradebook, Assignment Tracker, and Attendance. Click on Attendance. Okay, this is what you're mentioning, right?
Yes, sir. Sir, I want attendance in this template.
From Google Form.
Yes, sir, because at the end I have to compile the attendance of all the students and I have to find out the percentage of attendance.
Yeah, I know, but currently we don't have a connection with this tool, right? For that, we have to create some more add-ons. Okay, some more.
Umesh sir, Umesh
Yeah.
sir,
Yeah.
Umesh sir, one sec, let me try to explain. Ma'am, we don't have a connection between these two forms. So if you want to have a connection, you need to write a small code, a small separate code you need to write, and that is called as a macro, MACRO. Am I making it clear to you, ma'am?
Yes, sir, it is clear. Can you please explain it in detail if it is possible? Because it is the requirement.
It is required. Okay, fine. We'll do one thing because right away it is not possible to write the macro because it has to be checked up. We'll try to create a macro for you. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Yeah. Umesh, sir, we can proceed, sir.
Okay. So first of all, we have a question form like this. So we got response. So suppose that we have
The screen is not visible, sir.
yeah,
Umesh, sir.
I will share the screen. We have a response for a particular attendance. Okay, this is a attendance sheet of a particular faculty development program. Suppose that we need to create certificate for each and everyone. Okay, that is our last important task. Okay, for that, first of all, we have to go to Google Form and then click on add-ons. Click on add-ons. Then click on Certify M. See the spelling Certify M. There are many tools. Send a certificate. So I use Certify EM for the time being. So Certify EM is an option. So okay, click on Certify EM. So I install the Certify EM tool. Okay, I install Certify EM tools. Okay, so actually this is an application you can purchase. If it is not paid, it will show some show some text like this is made by using Certify EM. Better if you are very serious about this, for at least computer science faculties can make use of LibreOffice mail merge tool to create certificate. So I am trying by using Certify EM. So if you are keen about this, you can purchase Certify EM by using some credit card. In that sense, it will not show the link of Certify EM or this is made by Certify EM link. Okay, so once you close that, you will be having add-on Certify EM. See here, Certify EM. Okay, click on the Certify EM link. Okay, now show the Certify EM controls. Click on show the Certify EM controls. Okay, you can see a Certify EM controls. After this, you have to go to your Google slide or Google Doc, anything. Suppose that I am taking Google Slides. So go to Google Slides and create a certificate template. Okay, for you, I have created a small certificate template. Actually, that is not a standard one. I just created that for you. Okay, just you asked that particular thing. I just created a certificate template in Google Slides. Okay, this is to certify that Dash has participated 5-day program, etc. etc. Okay, so this is a certificate kind of thing. Okay, so once you have these certificates, either you can have standard certificate records. Okay, you can click on certificate records and there are different certificate records. Blank is certificate records are there, but I don't having that. I am clicking advanced link. Okay, there are different certificate template, golden, etc. So you can preview. Maybe you can preview all this certificate forms, or you can create a template by your own. Okay, you can preview this. For example, you can preview this purple banner. Can you preview this? You can preview all the certificates if you wish to, but for the time being, I am using this certificate by my own, so that I can click this template as use a custom template. When you choose a custom template, you can get an option like select a new file. Okay, when you select a new file, since this is already in your Google Slides, you can select the certificate template. Or Google Doc, you can show the Google Doc. You can list the elements here. Okay, you can list the elements here. I am taking the this certificate. Okay, then save changes. Okay, but you have to do one more thing. Okay, you have to enter the controls. Okay, you have to enter the controls. For that, you have to click on the corresponding Excel sheet. So here, enter your name was the question. Okay, you have to enter the. Actually, you have to get the email ID also. Then only you can work with this. Okay. For that, I think we have to create one more form to showcase that. Let me create one more form to showcase that. Okay. Let me create one more form to showcase that. Let me create one more form. So Google form. Don't misunderstand. This is not a form for the final certificate of adult program. Okay. So I have to get the email, enter name, then college.
Sir, screen not visible.
Okay, I'm just creating a Google form with minimal information. Okay, certificate, name, college. Okay, this is a Google form. So I use this Google form with the Certify EM. Okay, enable Certify EM for this quiz. Okay. Now what you have to do is, some of you should enter your details. Some of you should enter your details with this particular certificate. Okay. What I did was, I just created a blank form, certificate Google form with the minimal information, email, name and college, and I enabled the Certify EM controls. Okay, that is all I did. Okay, that's all I did. Now please fill this form. At least some 5 or 6 entries is enough. Okay, just 5 or 6 entries are enough. Okay, let me get this.
Your attendance form, please. Please not. This is not your attendance form.
Yeah. Please be sure that this is not your final attendance form. This certificate is not valid because no sign will be there.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
This certificate option is add-on feature, because I'm not getting this option in my.
Yeah, that is an add-on feature. That is an add-on feature. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Once I get 5-4 response, let me go to the next section. Okay. Once you do that, I can go back to the certificate template I have created. Okay, I can go back to the certificate template I have created by using Google Slides. Okay, this is to certify that. Okay, so first of all, let me show you the. I'm just closing the response. Okay, let me show you the spreadsheet of this thing. Let me show you the spreadsheet of this thing. Okay, this is the spreadsheet of the. So first of all, there are three elements. One is email address, second is name, third is college. So email address. So name should be there. Okay, name should be there. Okay, so name I have put. This is to certify that name. I can put the name. Then I will increase the font. So I have to put double braces. Okay. Open and close braces. 20. Name. Then see here certificate. I have to put the name. Then put college. College. So here also I have to put in 2 columns. Okay. So what happens while I am using this with this form, automatically it will take different names and colleges and it will send to the email address of you. That is a process that we are trying to do. Okay. So we'll go back to the Google form. Okay, Google form, and our certificate thing is on. Okay, our certificate thing is on. Now we have to choose the custom template. I am choosing a custom template. Okay, I am selecting.
The screen not visible.
The screen is visible, right?
Visible, sir. Visible, sir. Visible.
Please pin that. Please pin that.
Visible.
Please pin that. Okay. If you are not getting that, please pin my screen. So select the certificate template. Select it. Okay. Now, if you want to show just a sample, email me a sample link would be fine. If you wish to see a sample of the certificate, email me certificate link should be right. So for that, you need to sign in your Gmail account just to see whether you are getting the certificate. See here your sample certificate, a new mail will be there, your sample certificate. Okay. Here made with Certify EM will be there. Okay. Okay, fine. Now I am doing the final trial. So I am having these certificates. Okay, certificate records. I can go to the advanced option if you want to send us a PDF, etc., etc. I'm just not bothered about that. I'm linking this to this particular exam. This is the exam. Okay. So I have received a certificate. Okay. So email me a sample. It's not working. Okay. Now, what I will do is I will send the certificates. Once the control is ready, I will just send the certificates away.
The screen is not visible. Only Google form is visible.
Okay. This is a Certify EM controls. Okay. Again, I am taking the Certify EM controls. Okay. So I can click on show Certify EM controls. So again, I will show you what I have done. So I have clicked on the Certify EM controls. Then I selected a custom template. Okay. I selected a custom template which was already created for me in the Google Slides. So I select that and click on Save Changes. Okay, so click on Save Changes. Now everything is ready. Okay, everything is ready. I just close this and go back to the Certify EM controls. Then recent certificate. Click. I just working with the recent certificate. I am sending the certificate to first 30 participants. Okay. Wait one thing. Wait 1 second. There is some font issues. Okay. I saved this. Again, I go back to the Certify EM controls. Okay. Where is it? Certify EM controls. Recent certificate. I can send certificate to everyone. Okay. Click on the reprocess. How many of you received certificate? Anyone received? Mahendran sir? Janagi ma'am?
Yes, sir, I got the certificates.
Okay, okay. Please share the screen. Nityayan ma'am? I'll stop the screen. You may share your certificate. Okay.
Yes, sir, I received it.
Okay. This is how you get the certificate. Okay.
Any one of the participant, please share your certificate so that others will be able to see that.
I just, for an example, I just created only the
great, beautiful.
Yes, some certificate. Okay, I just created first 10 certificates. Similarly, you can create how many certificates as you wish to.
Sir, but the name has to come, right?
Name has come, right?
No, but it is written college only.
College name. There is a spelling. I mean, some error with full stop or something. That is small error. Okay, that we can manage. Okay. Yeah,
that has to be tweaked.
Yeah, okay. that can rectify. You can.
That can be rectified. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, I think everything is clear. Any more doubts? If
actually, I haven't planned the certificate kind of thing. So
yes.
It will take more time. I haven't planned that. If I have planned it, we have done it in better way.
Okay. Are there any more questions?
There is one question. Yes, please.
Please ask.
So, sir, whenever we export, so whether that export sheet will be arranged in the order of time, or it is arranged in the order of some alphabets or so?
Which one? Certificates or?
No, exporting. When we give a Google form or attendance, if we export that Excel sheet.
Yeah, okay. Timestamp, based on timestamp.
Depending upon the time it is arranged.
Yeah, it is based on timestamp.
So if the students, if I take the attendance, I want to arrange in the roll number wise. Right. So later on I need to do that arrangement, sir?
Yeah, just click on the column. I'll show that. Just click on the column. Go to the spreadsheet link. Just usually in Google form, the response will be recorded and arranged in the order of timestamp. Yeah. If you need to arrange according to the name or roll number, click on the roll number kind of thing and just click on sort. Sort. Where was sort? Where is that sort link? Yeah. Sort. Now it will be in the alphabetic order. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes, yeah, please.
Sir, this presentation was really very good, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, can you throw light on this Microsoft Forms also? Because in our university we use Microsoft Forms more than this Google Forms, because we have a Microsoft accounts for all the faculty in our department as well as students also.
Okay. It is almost similar, but right now I forget my Microsoft account. To open that, I need to have a Microsoft account. I think before ending this workshop, I will quickly go through the session, and otherwise I can create a video and send to you. Okay.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Thank you for the question.
Sir, another thing, sir, is recorded videos. Would you like to share at the end of the day each day's videos, or how you will share these recorded videos, sir?
I think after every session we can send that.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, sir? Maybe, sir?
What we will do is that, sir, what we are supposed to do is that we are supposed to upload it in the YouTube link.
Okay.
And we'll be sharing the YouTube link to you.
Okay, fine.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Link has to be shared there. Shared to
Sir,
the,
because sometimes our college has started, sir. So you are busy in various activities. Meanwhile, we'll be attending this class.
Okay.
So sometime in between, if you miss any points, that will be useful for us.
No problem.
Sir,
No problem.
excuse me, sir.
Yeah, please, Siddharth. Yeah.
Sir, if you share all the material and assignment, everything in one Google Classroom, it will be easy to access, I think.
Okay, we'll try to do that also. We'll try to do that. Yeah.
We'll try to do that, sir. We'll try to do that at the end of. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
A few things have to be looked into today because the session was highly informative and it was really beautiful. And I think sir has actually done more than what we have planned. So lot of things, extra things have been covered by sir. And I think it was a beautiful session because I also was actually going along with this. So it was really a beautiful session. Now, Umesh sir, about this assignment questions.
Yeah.
Sir, please share the assignment questions in the WhatsApp group in the evening, which will be covering all the topics that we have discussed.
Okay.
So those people who are really interested can do the the particular assignments and submit it back to your email ID.
Okay, fine.
Okay, that you can just go through and see whether something is missing over there, and you can give a feedback on that. Okay, so that will be a learning experience for those people who are genuine people who are really want to know about the course, know about the item. The particular topic that we have discussed. Okay. Apart from that, this was a really good effort because I have been through in between 1 or 2 minutes. I've gone here and there, but the thing is that I've been through the whole thing. It was beautiful. It was really great, sir. Congratulations. Wonderful session. Anything more to add, or shall we wind up? Before winding up, 2 or 3 things. Attendance sheet has already been sent, shared. I think you are late. You might not have. We will share it again. Nitin sir will share it again. Okay. One more thing. See, if it was an offline sort of FTP, at the end of FTP, usually at the evenings and all, some cultural activity would have been there. So I'm just opening it up to you to discuss and see whether some online cultural fest has to be organized or not. That you participants will have to discuss among yourself, and if possible, try to do something like that. Maybe after the sessions, we can have a small sort of socializing sort of thing, wherein maybe some people who are able to sing can sing, and maybe some instrument music or so whatever, some cultural thing. Okay, so that you may plan. Okay, that's up to you. It's optional. Please, if it is there, then it will be really beautiful. Please look into that. Okay. Umesh sir, can we wind up, after this? Is there anything, if there is any other thing to be discussed here, then I think we can wind up.
Yeah,
Just
nothing
one
else.
doubt.
Yeah.
Anything is there, please ask them.
Sharmila ma'am, please.
Yeah, so this one regarding this attendance, it would be better if you give it as a one single because 3 times you're filling. Today we have done it twice. The first session we were not given actually.
No, but ma'am, we will be going by sessions. We have taken a decision wherein we'll be taking the attendance per session. We'll not be giving us the one go type of assignment, because the issue is that we are really looking at genuine people who are attending the sessions.
Correct.
We are not looking at people. We are not looking at people. We are not. Encouraging people who actually sulk from, who come and come for such type of
there are some
program and
problems
don't attend this. So that I'm very sorry. Attendance will be taken every session. We don't have any interruption.
If that is the case, we have missed the first session. We didn't get the link, sir. Actually,
first session is okay. No attendance will take it. Machine attendance is being taken. Machine attendance is being taken, and that first session attendance will not be counted at all. First session was only an overview, and that session we will not be counting. All the other session attendance will be counted, and all the attendance pakka will be posted, and whatever attendance and marks are there, that will be used for creating your certificate. Those people who are not achieving requisite attendance and certificate, marks, will not be getting certificate. Please, we should not, we have to make our position very clear. Okay. So we are looking at genuine learners, and we are not looking at people who are just, come here once in a while, coming here and going. We will not be entertaining those people. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Shall we close the session?
Yes, please, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, and good night. Good night, all.
Okay, good night all.
Nitin, sir, please close the session.
Yeah, sure, sir.